Yo guys, gonna go over pretty talked about subject here. Um Fasting, right? Everybody and their moms probably knows what this is. Everybody probably does this by accident without even realizing it, right? Um I've fasted before. I have a lot of friends who have. I've even known bodybuilders that have done it. Um Powerlifters. I mean, a lot of people have tried it and done it. And I'm going to go over a few pros and cons of fasting, right? Um, and it's important to know before you do it because you got to know the risks and the benefits of it because there are pros and cons. It's not all good and it's not all bad, right? So let's get into the good stuff first, the meaty stuff, the stuff you want to hear, right? If you like fasting, but fat loss. It happens, right? If you aren't overeating on your lunches, dinners, and your afternoon snacks, I mean, you're gonna lose weight, right? It's guaranteed. But with losing weight, if you're not dispersing your protein rate, you could be losing muscle too. So, um, you know, it's one of those games where do you care about your muscle or not? And I would say you should care even if you are not in the lifting space because that's what gives your body a frame and structure, posture, all that stuff, right? So be a little careful with that and making sure your meals aren't too spread out, right? And another thing it helps with is I think it's pronounced autophagy. Autophagy, maybe that's the right word. I don't think it's autophagy. It's a ph, but that helps with like damaged cells, right? So it can promote your cell health in a way. Um, Kind of a weird little benefit. I forgot who I heard that from, right? Maybe I asked ChatGPT one time because I was curious about it, but you know, um, it can it can have a very bad impact on your hormones though. So you got to be careful with that stuff, like your testosterone and estrogen. It could mess up the levels with that, right? And you don't want that. That's not good for gains and building your cells back up, right? Um, but you know, it can reduce some risk of age related diseases. From what I've seen, I forgot which ones specifically, but with your cells being more healthy and not having as many dead ones, I'm assuming something like cancer. But, you know, this surface level info from me with this stuff. It can improve your digestion and your gut health. Because you're reducing the meal frequency. Like instead of eating 5 meals a day, you're eating more like 3. So giving your digestive system a break can improve your gut health, right? All right, so I think let's get into more of the bad stuff, right? Because good stuff you already know. It can help with mental clarity. That's another one I forgot. So you can help your focus because your body's in a starved state. So it's like, I need to focus on something. Like the primal party is like, okay, I need to eat. I need to do all this stuff. But, not but, it can lead to improved focus because your body's like, I need this right now. So it's easier to focus on certain things sometimes. Depends on who you are. But so your hunger and energy levels are going to be lower on fasting because you're in a calorie deficit most likely, unless you're overeating on your meals. But if you are fasting correctly, obviously your hunger and energy levels are going to be low because you're eating less, right? So you're going to lose more weight. Like you're going to probably have less carbs, less protein, less fats, all this stuff. So balancing things out, being careful with that stuff. And it impacts your performance a lot, right? Do not work out fasted. I would not work out fasted at all. Your performance is going to be terrible. Your lift is going to be terrible. Work out when you've eaten something, right? So if you like to work out in the mornings, you might not want to do fasting. So yeah, it can reduce your strength and performance while you're in the gym too. You're going to go there and you're going to feel so groggy. Trust me, I know. It's terrible. I mean, but another thing I can get into here. Don't overeat on your feeding windows, as I've rephrased like 4 or 5 times, right? I mean, you can eat, like me, I can eat a lot. I can eat like 2,000 calories in a meal, no problem if I wanted to. That's why cutting for me is so hard, because I can just eat. But yeah, just don't overeat in your feeding windows. Track your stuff with something, right? Fasting, gotta be careful with that stuff. And if not planned properly, it can lead to loss in your essential vitamins, right? And then you're gonna feel way worse, right? So basically, if you're gonna do it, like, is it good for you? Is fasting an ideal thing to do? It could work, as long as you time your meals correctly and you eat properly, right? But they come with some risks. Don't do it every day of the week. That's what I would say, because science has proven that if you fast for, say, 4 weeks and then you eat a lot again and you try to go on a bulk per se, it can improve your risk of gaining more fat than muscle, because your body was in this state where it needed food, so it can't really generate fat. Now it's in this place where it's like, I don't know if we're gonna have food again next week. So your body's sending messages to your brain, produce more fat. We need to make sure we have a good energy source to live off of in case we starve. Because that's the primal stuff your body does, right? And it's not good for making you stronger in the gym. If you're a more casual lifter and you're not looking to get bigger or stronger, don't do fasting. I wouldn't recommend it. And a traditional meal structure might just be better, right? Because breakfast is, I'm a breakfast guy. I can't go without my breakfast, because that kind of energizes me for the whole day, right? But that's pretty much all I got with fasting. Consider what you will with it, what you won't. I mean, if you like fasting, it works better for some people. Some people just have different digestive tracts and ways of doing things. But it's all about trying it, seeing if you like it. It depends on your goals too. So make sure those align, and track your meals if you're fasting, because you could be under-eaten a lot, or you could be overeaten even on your meals. So you guys have a great day. Hopefully you guys learned something. Yeah, peace.